This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 311. I Don't Know What's Best for You by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. Hey, I'm Joss Marie, and this is the show where I narrate to you every weekday from a variety of relationship blogs, just like an audiobook. And today, I'll be covering a post from Courtney Carver about the importance of listening to your own heart. I actually cover Courtney's content pretty frequently here on my show, but you can also hear her stuff over on Optimal Living Daily. To find that show, just search for Optimal Living Daily from wherever you're listening to this one. But with that, let's get to Courtney's inspirational post and start optimizing your life. I Don't Know What's Best for You by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. There have been many times in my life when I trusted other people to know what's best for me. I've trusted doctors, teachers, coaches, friends, authors, and bloggers. At some point, if what they thought was best for me wasn't, I'd be disappointed, and then I'd look for someone else to know what was best for me. I started to put less trust in believing other people knew what was best for me right before I fired my first neurologist. I should have fired her when she told me I didn't have multiple sclerosis, and then told me I did 5 minutes later over the phone while I was at work. There were other times I should have moved on, but I kept trusting that as a respected neurologist, she knew what was best for me. That changed during my last visit when I went seeking her support to fight MS. I believed that I could change the course of my disease, and my research supported that. I wanted to know what she thought. Our conversation went something like this. Me. Can diet, exercise, or lifestyle choices change the course of my MS? Her. No, not really. Me. I know there isn't a cure, but do you think MS is reversible? Her. No. Me. How many of your patients are improving? Her. None of them are really improving. This is a chronic, progressive, debilitating disease. With MS, it's a matter of how slowly or quickly it progresses. She measured the success of her work and her patients based on the speed of their decline. I left the office in shock. The next day, I told her I didn't want to work with her anymore, fired her, and began to search for a new doctor who wanted to partner with me and allow me to be my own advocate. A few years later, when we were selling our home to downsize to a small apartment, we got advice from many people we trusted. They suggested we wait to sell until the market bounced back. They said if we waited 10 years, we could make much more on the sale. We considered the feedback, but remembered we knew what was best for us. Maybe we'd make more in 10 years and maybe we wouldn't, but that wasn't the issue. We were focused on how we wanted to live for the next 10 years. Did we want to take care of a big house? Did we want to replace the roof, the fence, the appliances, the carpet, and all of the other stuff that would likely fall apart? Did we want to continue to invest our money, time, energy, and other resources in a place we didn't really want to live in anymore? Did we want to compromise the next 10 years just in case the market bounced back? Our answer was a hard pass. In May of 2013, we moved from our 2,000 square foot home to a 750 square foot apartment. We didn't make a cent on the house sale, but we were finally all the way debt free. We didn't owe anyone anything. We were free of other things too. Because we made the decision to rent for a while, we were free of the worry of things breaking down. We were free of maintaining a property too. For the first few months in our new space, Mark would wake up on a Saturday, look at me, smile, and say, "Guess what I'm not doing this weekend?" "I'm not," and then he would insert one of the following: raking leaves, shoveling snow, mowing the lawn, or convincing the neighbor to split the cost of a new fence. I started to look at the other people I was trusting to know what was best for me. Maybe they didn't know after all. I know what's best for me. It has taken a dedicated daily practice to trust my voice, the voice that knows what's best for me. I made space and time to connect with my heart and hear what's best by simplifying my life. My daily practice is some combination of writing, meditating, walking, or stretching, and then sitting quietly with my hands on my heart. Learning to trust and act on what I'm hearing involves experimenting, researching, asking questions, screwing up, starting over, laughing, and then doing it all over again. Sometimes I hear the voice and know what's best, but try to ignore it and do something else. That never works, not once. It's never worked for me to ignore what I know is true. A few things that have been best for me. Julie Cameron's Morning Pages, as detailed in The Artist's Way, A Spiritual Path to Higher Creativity. Yoga, the ocean, Knowing that what is best for me today may not be best tomorrow. Not measuring my self-worth by my net worth or proving who I am by what I do. Walking, becoming a gentle warrior, eating a mostly vegetarian diet, noticing the sunrises, sunsets, and the beauty in between, questioning my own assumptions and changing my mind, dressing with 33 items or less every 3 months, 29, 45, or 52 may be best for you, doing work I love, getting rid of most of my stuff, becoming debt-free. I find great inspiration and guidance from hearing other people's stories, talking to friends, and listening to advice. But when I want to know what's best for me, I put my hands on my heart and turn to the person who knows me best. I don't know what's best for you. Maybe decluttering is best for you. Maybe it's not. Perhaps a year-long deep dive program to help you simplify your life might be best, but maybe not. Including the posts in my archives, guest contributions, and other articles, I've written more than 1,000 pieces to help you declutter, simplify, reduce stress, and live with better health and more love in your life. I've written books and courses based on what I've learned and experienced, and visited 16 cities speaking about the power of simplicity on the Tiny Wardrobe Tour. Combined, these articles, courses, and tours have reached millions of people, but I still do not know what's best for you. Use the information you find on the internet, in books and courses, on this site, and anywhere else as pieces of the puzzle, but not as the end-all be-all. It's not. No one knows what's best for you but you. If you want to know what's best for you, experiment, be curious, listen to your heart, and remember, you know you better than anyone else. Do whatever it takes to create an environment where you have a little time each day to sit quietly, to listen and trust your heart. Clear the clutter, busyness, stress, and everything that doesn't matter so you have time and attention for what does. If simplicity is your way back to love, I'm happy to share what works best for me, give you helpful ideas, and encourage you on your journey. When you ask me for advice, instead of telling you what's best for you, I'll tell you what I'd do if it were me, because that's the most honest answer I can give you. When you are willing to listen and trust your heart's voice, you'll know what's best for you. I don't know what's best for you, but invite you to consider what is. You just listened to the post titled, I Don't Know What's Best for You, by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. I always feel so uplifted and inspired after narrating Courtney's posts, and I hope you feel the same. But with that, I'm going to keep this outro nice and short for you, so have a fabulous one and keep on keeping on until I see you again, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.